Okay, hey everybody. Some of you were absent yesterday and you need to set up your account for Edmodo. You all have a Google linked account, so if you use your Google information, it will work. So go to Edmodo, edmodo.com, and go to the sign in page. On the right hand side of that page, once you click into it, it'll say use your Gmail account. You can do that, or you can set up a new one. The trick is going to be actually using your class code. If you are Corral, your class code is D, these are lowercase, DI8RQU. If you're Concert, you're going to use all lowercase again, I6X8I9, and if your Masters, lowercase as well, W4WE7U. And then you'll click join, and it'll bring you into the class. You'll see that there's an assignment listed. It's Vocal Journal number 1, and attached to the bottom of that assignment is this sheet. You're not going to type into this sheet, okay? But there are some things for you to look at. You'll notice it says SMART, the word smart. Okay, you're going to pick a goal, and whether that be sight singing or maybe notes that you're trying to reach, the tone, your rhythm skills, you're going to pick something specific. Don't go vague, because if you go vague, you're setting yourself up for a lot of work over a short amount of time. For instance, I might use, let me log into Edmodo here actually, and I can use the example that is listed. I might use I typed in the wrong thing. I might use the example of I want to, there we go. I would like to be able to yodel. Now I do not yodel. So if my goal is to yodel within an entire quarter, I'm not going to do very well, because yodeling takes a very long time to learn. So I'm going to pick something like, I'm going to yodel between these two notes. And I'm not going to pick any other different notes. So that's going to be S, because S is for specific. And then M is measurable. How are you going to show and evaluate that you have met your goal? How are you going to be able to tell from week to week what you can do and what you can't do? Okay, so it might be I'm going to use my phone and record myself so that I can listen or watch what's going on, and I can tell if I'm making progress by listening. A, is it achievable? This is the part that makes you think about whether or not your goal is going to be achieved. Can you actually do this in a quarter? Once you say no, then you know you got to go back to S and figure out something simpler. Once A becomes yes, then you can go on. R is for relevant. Is this something that is going to help you in your singing and how you deal with your voice? So is it a worthwhile goal? Is it something that you should be working on right now? Maybe you want to look at your quarterly grades. Come to me and talk to me about how you did on your quarterly grade, and I can tell you the notes that I wrote down about your voice. Also, T is for time. Is this can you do this within the target date? Now, let's say you get done 3 or 4 weeks in. That doesn't mean you're done. It means you're going to pick something different. So you're going to have to go back and change that target date and say, okay, I'm done with this. Here's the new date. Here's my new deadline. So that's smart. Now, once you see in Edmodo, Vocal Journal 1, you're going to go into it. You're going to hit Create Text. You'll see the Create button. That will open up a box, and that's where you're going to put your information. You're not going to type it into the paper. I'm not going to look at this paper. You're going to put it into the text box. So hit Create, and it's the top item. I think it says Create Text. You're going to put that information in there. So you're going to put S for specific, S dash, and then I'm going to yodel. between these two notes, and then M and dash and all those items. That's where you're going to put it. Then you're going to submit it. I'm going to look at it after that. It's going to say, hey, I got something from you. I'm going to look at it, and then if it's great, I'll just take it. If there's some things you need to change, I'll write some notes and I'll send it back to you. You can fix it and resubmit it. Okay? We're going to do that every week. Now, your first one of these is not due this Friday. It is due next Friday. So not, like I said, not this week. It'll be next week. So next Friday. After that, it'll be the next Friday, and then the next Friday, and the next Friday. So I'll have one for every week. But for the first one, I want you to get used to it and figure out what you're doing. So this will take you about a week and a half. Some of you already got it done. That's great. But really pick something that's going to help you this quarter. And how will I know that you are actually doing it? It's very simple. Every week you're going to be telling me, I'm working on this, I'm working on this, I'm working on this. After your quarterly, your second marking period quarterly, I know where you are. I have notes written down. I have all the numbers and everything. When you come in for your third period quarterly and I look back and say, oh, this is what you've been working on, I'm going to say, okay, so you're going to do your singing of your song. Do I hear it in the singing of your song? You're going to do your solfege. Do I hear it in your solfege? Now, here's this specific thing. Oh, you've been working on yodeling? Well, here's a little test to see. Sing these two notes and yodel it for me. If you can't do that, then we got to talk about what happens to your grade. Okay? So that is the info. If you have any questions, come see me. Have a good day.